A Saiyan God of Destruction is the god that we all wanted, but not the god that we deserved, or however that stupid saying goes. A Saiyan God of Destruction was something that really should have been within the anime, and was something that I do believe was a missed opportunity. This is something that was speculated about for a while when we had yet to see all the gods of destruction in the anime. But when we finally saw the complete roster of the 12 gods, we were left without a Saiyan one, which I felt like was just something missing. Now I know some people were freaking out about this possibility, saying that a Saiyan God of Destruction would be major fan service and is not needed at all. While I can see this, and that it doesn't have to be necessarily something that is in here, it's not necessarily needed, but I fail to see how this is fan service at all. Our knowledge of the Saiyans is rather limited despite most of the main characters hailing from this race. This warrior race has the natural ability to fly, use ki attacks, turns into a giant monkey at a full moon, and has Zenkai boosts for maximum gains when they take damage in battle. And remember, this is all natural. This is not something they have to learn, this is something that is inherent with them as babies. Now, that wasn't the full extent of the Saiyan powers. They can do all of this naturally. They can eventually go Super Saiyan if they have enough S cells, which is a transformation that makes them more buff, gives them blonde hair, and increases all their stats by 50 times. The Super Saiyan form can be further extended, and some of the final forms are either Super Saiyan 4 from GT or Super Saiyan Blue Evolution in Dragon Ball Super. Speaking of Super Saiyan Blue, it is an extension of the Super Saiyan God form, literally Super Saiyan God, which grants the user God Ki, and was one of the things that is needed to become a God of Destruction. And it would give perfect explanation of why or how the Super Saiyan God ritual exists. Now yes, they eventually did explain Yamoshi would eventually be brought up by Toriyama in an interview about 6 months ago. Before that, the Saiyan God of Destruction theory or possibility was something that I think actually is better than the whole Yamoshi explanation. Also, a Saiyan God of Destruction would have been a better rival for Beerus rather than Katilla. Sure, the cat and mouse relationship was funny, but it felt quite empty. Nothing came out of it, although something could change and their rivalry could be made better in the future. But still, with Beerus having a friendship with Goku and Vegeta, who are two Saiyans and even one who was of royal blood, these two had attained God Ki and became the most powerful in their own universe, but never even attained godhood. Now, it would have been amazing for the Saiyan God of Destruction interacting with the likes of Goku, Vegeta, Cabba, maybe even Kefla or Vegito. Maybe he would be proud of Goku and Vegeta's turn from aggression and violence, or he would not be okay with it at all. Maybe he was the progenitor of the Saiyans. Maybe he was originally their god, their Allfather, but then it became a God of Destruction instead, which left the Saiyans fending for themselves. I am sure a really cool backstory or origin of the Saiyans could have been tied to this. Maybe he could even have become a villain at some point. This Saiyan God of Destruction discovers that Beerus ordered the death of the Saiyan race in Universe 7. This Saiyan God, as an old member or even creator of the Saiyans, gets absolutely pissed off that a fellow god tried to eliminate his race. This could put Goku and Vegeta in a sticky situation. Whose side do they take? Do they risk their lives by getting in the middle of the fight against these massively powerful gods, whom either could easily erase them both in a second? This would be an amazing dilemma, and honestly, although we had a decent fill of Saiyans on both the Universe 7 and Universe 6 teams, how amazing would it have been to see the Saiyan God of Destruction's own universe's team in the Tournament of Power to just have a team full of Saiyans. This would have been absolutely amazing to meet even more Saiyans. Would have been a perfect way to bring back even the Super Saiyan 4 form and still wouldn't have to contradict anything in the Dragon Ball Super show. But that might have been too many Saiyans to be introduced. Still though, it is a possibility that could have happened and might even happen in the future, as there were 6 universes erased. That's 6 gods that were erased, or 6 gods of destructions, and we don't know what they look like. We don't know who they are or what they are. And the wish stated at the Tournament of Power, if taken literally, actually means they should have been brought back as well with that wish. So technically, if that wish is taken literally, there are now 18 universes, and therefore 6 new gods of destruction to meet, which makes it possible for this potential theory or just thing true. Who knows? Maybe there's actually a Saiyan god that was planned all along, and will be finally revealed to us in the new Dragon Ball Super movie, or even if they just continue Dragon Ball through Super or a brand new segment of the franchise. We just simply don't know yet. I am still hoping for this, but I highly doubt it will happen. Oh well, at least we'll be getting the new Dragon Ball Super movie that will likely bring in a bunch of new Saiyans and many information on the Saiyans and the origins of the Saiyans that we have yet to hear. If this Saiyan God of Destruction was a thing, I think it could explain the God Ritual better and God Ki better and the Saiyans' amazing abilities better. It would make sense if they are a descendant of the OG Saiyan who became a God of Destruction, so essentially that would make all Saiyans deities or demigods, since the progenitor of them became a God of Destruction. He was their god in the beginning. And the ritual is to reattain actual god status and not just be demigods anymore, which would make sense as to why the god ritual is so powerful. Now if you look back at it, you can see why the Saiyans were such a great and powerful warrior race. If you look at it from this angle, it's because they're demigods or deities. If you look at it from this, I'm not saying that they are, guys, I'm just saying if this Saiyan God of Destruction actually existed, then that would make sense. The Saiyans are half gods, they're demigods. That's why they're so powerful, that's why their potential is off the charts. Had they reached their full potential without Frieza killing them, they could have taken control of the universe in decades, and potentially in decades or centuries, Beerus would be too late in taking them out, as they would grow too powerful and too wide, too expansive, and the Saiyans would be the rulers of their own universe. And speaking of Beerus ordering the death of the Saiyans, imagine if there was an extended reason to this. He knew that the Saiyans were descendants of the gods of destruction, and he knew that this race could become more than powerful enough to eventually topple him, and this scares Beerus, so he orders their death. And this would be something interesting, is if maybe the Saiyan God of Destruction had created many tribes or settlements in all the universes to spread his kind. And this could explain why Universe 6 and Universe 7 have Saiyans besides them being sister universes. They're Saiyans in multiple universes. And would give more credence as to why Universe 6 Saiyans are so strong and powerful despite never even achieving the legendary Super Saiyan form, showing that Saiyans will naturally evolve to become these super powerful beings. For them to be stronger than the Super Saiyan God Goku, who fought Beerus in their base forms without doing the ritual themselves. Yes, base Kaba and likely base Kale and Caulifla are stronger than Super Saiyan God Goku when he first fought Beerus, and that is their base powers without using the God ritual. That's just through natural evolution and extended survival of their race at large, and actually might have something to do with them absorbing their tails. Maybe the Universe 7 Saiyans would turn out the same as the Universe 6 Saiyans and absorb their tails after years of evolution as well. Also, the Saiyan could have played more of a helping hand in the Universe 6 Saiyans than with the Universe 7 Saiyans. It could also explain these differences as well, and that could explain the difference between Universe 7 and Universe 6 much clearer. Now, of course, a lot of this is just imagination, speculation, and more. There is not really much evidence of a Saiyan God Destruction, but it is possible, as like I said, there are still 6 more universes to potentially be explored and revealed. But still, I doubt it. Although I wouldn't be surprised if a Saiyan we already know does become a God of Destruction like Vegeta, Caulifla, or a fused character who is forced to stay fused. Please, Toitara or Toriyama, please bring in a Saiyan God of Destruction and make him like Odin. Hail the Allfather. But they did make him somewhat like Odin, which would make sense because it seems the Saiyans are somewhat based on the Vikings. Now if you want to watch this video of mine, I actually explain why the Saiyans might have been based on the Vikings, but remember, it's a speculative video. None of it is from Toriyama's mouth. It is just comparing the warrior races of the Vikings and the Saiyans. But to see a Saiyan who's not only powerful with ki or strength, but also extremely powerful with magic, like Odin was, would be amazing. An old Saiyan with white hair or a white beard? Oh my, so Norse mythology would be really nice within the Dragon Ball universe. I mean, what if the actual Norse gods actually were in the Dragon Ball universe? They have their own pantheon, they interact with the other gods, or maybe they're just their own gods, and the Aesir and the Vanir are the only ones who actually are in there. But I don't know, it kind of sounds like a good what if to me. Thor meeting Goku and Vegeta, Odin meeting Master Roshi, could end up being quite hilarious, and maybe Odin's quest for knowledge leads him to Earth or Midgard, learning of the Dragon Balls that can grant any wish. Can it grant omniscience for Odin? Sorry, early went on a tangent there, but Norse mythology is just the shit. Still, for God's sake, give us the Saiyan God of Destruction. A Super Saiyan God, a Super Saiyan God of Destruction 4 Blue Mastered Ultra Instinct. But anyways guys, what do you think? Would you like the idea of a Saiyan God of Destruction or not? What should he look like? What should his name be? And what universe should he hail from? Is he just a Saiyan, or is he originally the gods of the Saiyans, like Odin to the Vikings? But anyways guys, please let me know what you think down below. Comment, and please do subscribe and leave a like. Turn on notifications if you want to see more of my videos right when they're uploaded. And also, follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. I'll be on my Discord responding to you guys. You guys can give me recommendations on what videos to make. You can say if you agree or disagree with me on certain subjects. And just talk to me about any anime or anything really in general. So guys, go to join my Discord. It'll be linked in my description down below. And also guys, hope you have an amazing day. Peace out.